Hello everybody and welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. So from reading the comments on the previous video, it would appear that I have left a bale in this field over here. I didn't see it myself, so let's go and take a look. It must be over here somewhere. For a second there I thought, hang on, no wait, there isn't one here at all. It's just tufts of missed crop, but there is one, hiding behind a tuft of missed crop. So thank you everybody who did mention this. I think about 3 or 4 people mentioned it. We'll put it straight into a feed mix, that is where it can go to, which we're going to do in a second, but the primary job, or the primary jobs for this episode, hopefully, are to plant the field, which is field number 44, with a crop, if we can do. It may be possible to direct drill it, which would be quite interesting to see, and also we do actually have some more manure to spread, so that can go onto this field actually, this field is here, field 33, so we'll see how much we can do today. And yep, it should be quite a productive episode. So just really quickly, I'm going to load up the feed mixer once again with our combination of different types of bales. And I've seen quite a few people actually say, oh, you don't need to put straw in and stuff, but I do want to put straw in because it's cheap and it's a really good way of padding it out instead of using the really expensive silage or fairly expensive hay. It's still not cheap. Straw is really quite cheap in this game, so it's a fantastic way of really bulking it out, not really losing any quality. The quality of the mix is still really good, and you get the same amount out of it, so it's definitely worth doing. So we'll just pop these into here, and then I'll do the silage and the hay, and we'll give it to the cows, which I'm sure they'll really appreciate. Come on, get in there. There we go. Quite reluctant. Okay, so there we go, it is done. We've got the mixture. It's a good mixture, with the most straw we'd ever want to have in there. So yeah, another 42,000 litres going straight to the cow's trough. But yeah, with all this food that's going in, obviously it's going to be something coming out, and it really is building up quite a bit. So we're going to have to, well, first of all empty the muck spreader, because it is full. The muck spreader is already full, and there is a bit of a backlog once again, so we'll just leave it under the conveyor belt once it's been unloaded. In fact, I might do that first. I might go and unload the spreader first. That would be a wise idea. But then I want to use the 9RX to hopefully direct drill the field. We do also have to compact the silage pit. It's not a super big rush for that, but it does need to be done. There you go, cows. Yep, and you should be able to see here the big pile, which is once again accumulating, but it can be taken out with these conveyors, so it's not really a problem. It's just it does need to come out of there. So I'm going to open this door. We'll leave it out of here. We'll get the fence, I would have thought, onto the muck spreader, and we'll get it spread. I did say we wouldn't use this tractor for another job, but actually I'm quite tempted just to detach from this and then just attach to the muck spreader. How much does that fit up? Still quite good, but it's not all the way. It's never been all the way, I don't think. It does take an awful lot. Okay, so let's just leave it out of here, and we will make sure it's going to come round. Yep. I'll try it. I'll see if I'll see if this has got enough power for the muck spreader, because it might not do. It might be a bit too difficult to actually power it, because it is huge, and this isn't the largest tractor in the world. But it is worth a go, I would say. Should be able to touch by attaching to it. Yeah, it doesn't look too heavy. I wonder if it is going to work. Yep, it works. Okay, right, off we go. And don't worry about a bit of wastage. We have so much of it. I suppose we are lacking a bit of speed, but it's just this one, so we'll put it on the fence after this. Here it goes. Using GPS, of course. Fantastic mod. And you can actually see the manure on the surface, which is nice. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So we're going to be here for a little while. It does take a surprisingly long time, actually, to unload, because usually the muck spreaders are super fast. But with it being so big, it does take, well, I'd say it takes about 3 minutes at least, which still doesn't sound like a very long time, but yeah, compared to the smallest spreader, which is probably around 30 seconds, it is much longer. And yeah, I must make sure to turn it off every time we turn, otherwise we're going to be wasting quite a bit. That's where we lack power. But it's alright, it's working. And it is nice to use a different tractor. Please don't crash. Yeah, that's good. The other thing I've seen mentioned in my comment section is a few people wondering if I have 3-stage fertilising switched on or 1 stage, and it's currently on 1 for this map. So this is the only fertiliser each field actually requires. If we're going to do muck spreading, that'll be everything. That is an extra 90% more productive. If we plough, we get the extra 10% as well, but we don't tend to do any ploughing here, so at least it is 90% more. 90% is still pretty good. Okay, we are almost half full. Well, not half empty. We don't want to be half empty. Definitely half full, because we're very optimistic. Exactly half. But we're not halfway through the field, so it's not going to do the whole field. But it has gone a surprisingly long way. That is actually really good. And of course, it opens up the spreader to be filled up again, which is where I want the manure to be, not where the cows are actually feeding. With a bit of luck, we will finish this bit of the field. We'll be able to get to the end, hopefully. We only have 12% left in there. As you can see, it is looking very empty. 10% to get to the end. Will it happen? I hope so. Although if it doesn't get to the end, it's going to be very close, so it won't really matter. It's looking like it's going to be perfect. Very, very good. 3%. Wow. So there is actually still enough to do something here. Not a great deal, but I'm not going to waste it. Even though, like I say, we've got so much anyway. Okay, right, let's go over to the conveyor belts and we'll load it up once again. We're not going to, well, maybe at the end, but we're not going to do the rest of the field today. There's no hurry to do this. It's just really just to empty the thing. Now I did say I was going to put the fence on here, but actually as it turns out we're going to need the fence. I forgot we had the great grass castle in that field just over there. They're going to have to be moved for us to be able to actually plant the field, so the cow just casually walks through it. Yep, it's going to have to stay in the yard, unfortunately. Anyway, let's get this thing on the go. Start the engine first. It's good, and also the yellow one just over here. We'll give it a bit of time just to clear that, because if you start this one too soon, it will backlog, and then this one here will switch off, so we don't want to do that. It's going very well. Okay. Should be enough time. And there we go. Emptying this very, very dirty cow pen. They do have a lot, but it's because we have so many cows. And they're very well fed, of course, because we look after them. Okay, so Fent tractor, Fent. Where are they? Where are the Fent? Where is the Fent? I've lost the Fent. Ah, here it is. Exactly where I left it. Makes sense. So we're going to need the flatbed trailer, which is just over here. Really, we should be selling these bales because we don't actually need them. I should have done hay bales instead. Another thing that could have been done, I suppose, is we could have wrapped them. We still could wrap them. It would convert them to silage, but we have just done the silage, so we actually have no more demand for it. If only we could convert them to hay, that would be good. I suppose we could, possibly, with another farmer, trade them. So they give us their hay for this grass, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely going to happen. Okay, so let's just load this thing up. Nice and easy. There's still space for some more. If I can do, I'll just put them in the shed. because we have a bit of space now. It has opened up, but yes, I think it would have been much better to sell them. Okay, so yeah, unload to back it needs to be. If I just go all the way back here, then I can pull forward nice and straight. And then hopefully can sit right next to that pile there. Good. How many of those went through the back wall? I wonder. Can't see. None. That is surprising. Right, next load. I like that you can get so many on here because it really does make it easy to clear. Oh, I've run over a few. Well, these cows are certainly very lucky, providing they do like grass. No shortage of it. I think we have one more load to get. Hopefully they all fit on here. I've just got this random patch which hasn't been cut. Good. Okay, so that's all very good. I think we'll probably keep these on the trailer because these will probably go over to the sheep farm straight away. Well, when we need to. So yeah, we're going to jump into the John Deere 9RX and we're going to hopefully plant a crop. At least that is the plan. I don't know how well it's going to go, but yeah, that is definitely what I would like to do. Just back this over here. Okay, that'll do. Right, so we know exactly where it is. This John Deere. So let's jump into it. I left it over here. It should already have seed as well, but it won't have fertilizer. Yeah, it's 50% full, which I would hope is enough for that particular field. Yeah, it should be. It was enough for field, well, half of it was enough for field 54, and I think, actually no, it's probably about the same size. We might have to refill in later. For the time being, all we're doing is trying it. It might not even work. Because usually, you would expect to have to cultivate first, but we're not doing that, we're just going to try and do it anyway. So fingers crossed, let's just try it. I'll also have to try and make a fairly distinct edge to the I think it's there actually, I think you can see the edge. It's there. So it doesn't go to the fence. Slide the course across. Suppose actually as well, yeah, we should have a grass borders to this. Just a slight one. It is working. Well, that is very interesting. So we are... Well, I suppose it is a cultivator as well, isn't it? It's not exactly diamond drilling, but... Yeah, we haven't cultivated first or ploughed. It's just going straight into the grass field. Which does appear to be quite unusual. But quite nice, because I am very pleased that we can do this. Anyway, it's going to be quite a job of putting canola in. Same as field 54. Mainly because we haven't really done canola on this map. So, yeah, I think all I can really say is we're going to get this done. It's a fairly long job, I would say. I'm going to have to do the headlands first just to mark them out. But we'll see how we go. now for the finishing touches of yeah, going back for the bits that I missed. But overall, that was pretty good. It didn't take as long as I thought, and also we still have 2% left in the tank, so it was absolutely perfect. So one full tank of this has drilled all of 54 and field 44, which I think is quite impressive. Although it is a bit of a beast of a thing, but still, that is it's still an achievement. Okay, so I'm just going to tidy these few bits up here, make it look like a complete job, and then, yeah, it'll be done. We'll check up on the muck spreader to make sure it's all filled up. I'm guessing it will have done. I've actually followed the original line, the field boundary. It doesn't let you drill the other side of it anyway, so that would explain why we were able to direct drill it, because I think instead of it being just like a grass field, it is classed as a field with a crop in it, so you can just direct drill it again, if that makes sense. But yep, I can see the muck spreader, it looks to be full, and yeah, obviously the yellow conveyor belt has continued, and it's created a pile out of there. So let's just jump out of here, take a look and see. Well, at least it's kept most of it out of here. It's cleaned it out nicely. But that has got to be full. That must be the reason for it stopping here. Yep, 32,000 litres. But that is 32,000 litres out of there, which is always very good to see. I would say there is about the same again. Yeah, about another full load. But that'll be for another day. Let's go and put this away over here, and then I think we'll be done. We've done everything I wanted to do. Next time we'll be compacting the silage pit. Is that going to make it around here? No, it's a bit big actually. There is a much better way the other way, but still, I don't seem to have stopped. I've continued driving, so it's coming this way anyway. There we go. I'll just put it on the grass out here. It's a really good place for it actually. Near the pressure washer. Yeah, it doesn't block up the yard that way. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And until the next one, see you again very soon. Bye for now.